Disbursement modalities store Takeoff. Student loan scheme concerns over disbursement modalities store Takeoff. That is the main headline story on leadership. And underneath that headline story, we have illustration. The federal government says it's suspended for weeks, not indefinitely. Student union questions government's sincerity. And the CBN says 71 billion naira for disbursement lying idle. Calls for dissolution of loan board mount. ASU doubts efficacy of loan scheme. Illustrations beneath the headline story. Student loan scheme concerns over disbursement modalities store Takeoff. If you recall, the launch was supposed to have been flagged up today, Thursday, March 14, 2024. But however, the federal government said it was suspending it indefinitely. And of course, leadership headline story today is a developmental story from the report. Student loan scheme concerns over disbursement modalities store Takeoff. Other stories grazing the cover of leadership today. Hastening better Edu's probe, reps urge federal government. Hastening better Edu's probe, reps urge federal government. Customs release 15 truckloads of seized grains to owners. Reps summon Dangote Boa orders over cement price hike. Suspected Taraba vigilantes kill 7 passengers. So sad and unfortunate. The story runs on page 6 of leadership. Suspected Taraba vigilantes kill 7 passengers. And above, we move above to the stories just above the main headline story. We won't pay ransom for kidnapped victims. Tinubu. And on the business boards, President orders reopening of land air borders with Niger. Above the masthead, I'm too old to fear death. Remi Tinubu replies cleric. Budget padding allegation. Budget backs Nigi. From that, we move to page 3 of leadership, where we have our stand. Our stand today is on heat wave issues. Of course, you know that there are so many health issues connected with the current health wave being witnessed in the country, all over the country, as a matter of fact. So today's editorial is on heat wave issues. We want to find out what the issues are as we log on to the website of leadership. But just before we go, we move to the back page of leadership, where we have Being Blunt with Muazu Elize. Muazu Elize is the GMD of Leadership Media Group. He's writing on Bandits Audacity. You have to find out more and continuation of the headline stories on our website www.leadership.ng. From leadership, we move to the Punch newspaper. Punch headline story says 35,000 wage award, 30 states default, labor firms, pensioners threaten protest. 35,000 wage award, 30 states default, labor firms, pensioners threaten protest. Sokoto, Kano, Benue, Bayelsa not paying. Gombe, Ogun, Osun pay 15,000 naira, 10,000 naira. Governors short negotiations. About 90% of states not paying wage award. NLC laments. Miyetti Allah members protest as federal government charges leader with terrorism. Of course, that is the headline story that has pictures for that story. We have protests and with the protesters carrying placards, some reading Free Bello Bodejo. That's the headline story on the Punch. Miyetti Allah members protest as federal government charges leader with terrorism. Underneath that, Reps summon Dangote Boa orders over cement price hike. 7 bodies recovered, 8 missing after Taraba bus attack. Zamfara troops overpower bandits, rescue 10 kidnapped victims. Above the masthead, federal government restores electricity to Niger, lifts sanctions, reopens border. Federal government plans fresh borrowing via Eurobond in June. Nigerians lambast Accountant General Commissioners over UK workshop. These are the headline stories today, March 14, 2024, on the Punch newspaper. For continuation of this, head to the website www.punchng.com. The Guardian is next on our menu. Guardian's leading story says World Kidney Day. Poor lifestyle, cost of care exposed 27 million to renal ailment death. World Kidney Day, poor lifestyle, cost of care exposed 27 million to renal ailment death. Underneath the headline story, 272,400 die of kidney diseases yearly. Practitioners bemoan organ harvesting commercialization. Dialysis patient requires 160,000 naira weekly, 500,000 naira drugs monthly, and 16 million naira for transplant. Super Eagles manager between unsung local coaches and overrated expatriates is also a cover story on The Guardian. Salt intake by Nigerians tries higher than standard, NHED warns. Student loan scheme stalls as federal government adjusts policy. That is the headline story on Leadership. Student loan scheme stalls as federal government adjusts policy. Tinubu reads riot act on ransom payment, stirs security agencies. Biden-Trump set for US election rematch after clinching party nominations. Obi tackles Senate as PDP Bauchi back Nigi over budget padding claim. Concerns as continuous drop in oil production threatens 2024 budget. House probes Dangote Boa orders over high cost of cement. This is a story that is on previous papers for review, on our review this morning. And of course, the story runs on page 29 of The Guardian. For continuation of these headline stories, head to the website www.guardian.ng. From The Guardian, Vanguard newspaper is next on our menu, and Vanguard is leading with more controversies over 3.7 trillion naira gap in 2024 budget. More controversies over 3.7 trillion naira gap in 2024 budget. Ningi was right, no detailed project allocations for 3.7 trillion naira, according to budget. Senate already having some credibility problems, Minority Leader. Bauchi governor declares support for Nigi over Senate suspension. Come clean, clear all allegations, Obi tells Senate. Nigi suspension, attack on freedom of expression, opposition's rights, CISLAC, Transparency International. Nigeria lifts sanctions on Niger, opens land air borders. Fresh abduction sign that impunity reigns, Amnesty International. Fresh adoption, sign that impunity reigns, Amnesty International. The second main headline story on Vanguard says kidnapping, no ransom payment to criminal elements, Tinubu. And in sports, African Games athletics, Brumen Amusan good as gold, rekindle hope of more medals. Miyetti Allah members storm Abuja court demand leaders release. Rivers police recover remains of DPO Agbashim 6 months after. Above the masthead of Vanguard, we have CBN resumes agric funding with 100 billion naira. Imokwede returns to access as HODCO chairman. Edo 2024, Shaibu Ojezwa challenged Iwodaro's candidacy in court. Anxiety in APC as court seats over candidacy. Meeting over Ogbede Ihama deadlock. These are headline stories today on Vanguard, Thursday, March 14, 2024. For continuation of these headline stories, we'll go on to the website www.vanguardngr.com. From Vanguard, we move to the last paper we have on our menu on this Thursday, and that is The Nation. Nation's headline story says U.S. orders offer to assist in combating kidnapping. U.S. orders offer to assist in combating kidnapping. Federal government reviewing proposals. We won't pay ransom. There are state-managed abductions in Abuja. These are the headline stories today on the cover of The Nation. And on the strip, FEC approved 759 billion naira for Obajana, Benin, Isheri, Ogun roads. The story is on page 4 of The Nation. 15 Shila boys arrested for terrorizing Yola residents. 10 states paying wage award to workers. Ogun gives students pupils 50,000, 10,000 naira. States paying wage awards. Ondo is paying 35,000 naira. Lagos 35,000. Oyo 25,000 naira. Enugu 25,000 naira. Ekiti 15,000 naira. Osun 15,000 naira. Jigawa 10,000 naira. Ogun 10,000 naira. Ebonyi 10,000 naira. And Adamawa 10,000 naira. Above the masthead of The Nation, Miyetti Allah leader charged with leading illegal militia group. CBN gives farmers 100 billion naira worth of fertilizers. Minister gets 2.15 million bags. Niger land air borders reopen after 8 months. Access Holdings appoints Ike Imohwede chairman. These are the headline stories today on The Nation. For more, log on to the website of The Nation. And of course, with this, we conclude today's Inside Nigeria, your breakfast show on Leadership Television. Unfortunately, my guest today is not in the house, but same time next week is another date. I'm Winifred Igwebo. See you. Bye.
For watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.